Marcus had always loved the idea of winning. In his imagination, he saw himself crossing finish lines, chest rising, crowd cheering, his name finally spoken with respect. He replayed those moments over and over in his head, especially at night, when the world was quiet and no one could see his doubts. But when morning came, Marcus avoided the track. He told people he was a runner. He believed it too, at least in theory. He had the shoes, the shorts, the playlists, the saved training plans on his phone. What he didn't have was consistency. Every afternoon, when practice time came, Marcus found a reason not to go. Homework, fatigue, bad weather. And when there were no excuses left, he created one. Deep inside, Marcus wasn't afraid of running. He was afraid of truth. Truth meant effort. Truth meant struggle. Truth meant finding out whether his dreams matched his ability. At school, he watched other runners train. They pushed through pain, sweat dripping, legs shaking. Marcus laughed with friends nearby, pretending he didn't care. But every laugh felt forced, because he did care. He cared more than he admitted to anyone, including himself. Years earlier, Marcus had run his first race. He wasn't fast. He finished near the back, lungs burning, legs weak. Someone had laughed. Not loudly, not cruelly, but enough. Since that day, Marcus learned how to hide. He hid behind jokes. He hid behind potential. He hid behind the idea that he could be great if he really tried. One afternoon, everything changed. The coach gathered the team and made an announcement. There would be a race. Not months away. Not someday. 2 weeks. Winners would qualify for advanced training. Everyone else would get experience. The coach's eyes scanned the group and landed briefly on Marcus. Everyone who wants to grow, he said calmly, should show up. Marcus felt his stomach tighten. 2 weeks wasn't enough time to become fast, which meant there was nowhere to hide. That night, Marcus stood alone at the track. The sun was setting, painting the sky orange and purple. The place felt quiet, honest. He stepped onto the lane, then froze. His heart raced, not from effort, but fear. Fear of being slow. Fear of being seen. Fear of failing again. He almost turned back. Then a memory surfaced, something the coach had once said. You don't lose when you're slow. You lose when you stop showing up. Marcus inhaled deeply. And he ran. It wasn't fast. It wasn't smooth. His legs protested immediately. But he finished one lap. Then another. He walked home exhausted, embarrassed, and strangely proud. The next day, his body ached. Every step hurt. His mind begged him to skip. He didn't. He showed up again. Some days he ran. Some days he walked more than he ran. But he never left without finishing. Slowly, something inside Marcus began to shift. Not his speed, his mindset. He stopped comparing himself to others. Stopped worrying about who was watching. He focused on one thing. Finish today. As race day approached, Marcus still wasn't the fastest. But he was no longer hiding. The morning of the race, Marcus stood at the starting line. His hands trembled. His breath was shallow. Runners around him looked confident, focused. For a moment, doubt returned. What if I embarrass myself again? Then he realized something important. He was already braver than before. Because he was there. The whistle blew. Marcus ran. Others surged ahead. He felt the burn. He felt the familiar voice telling him to stop. But this time, he didn't listen. Halfway through, his legs felt heavy. His lungs screamed. He wanted to slow down. Instead, he remembered every afternoon he'd avoided the track. And he kept moving. One runner stumbled. Another faded. Marcus didn't sprint. He didn't chase anyone. He just didn't quit. When he crossed the finish line, Marcus collapsed to the ground, chest heaving, vision blurred. He looked up at the sky and smiled. He hadn't won a medal, but he had won something more important, respect from himself. Later, the coach walked over and placed a hand on his shoulder. You ran today, he said. That's how it starts. Marcus finally understood the lesson he had been running from his entire life. The race you're avoiding is usually the one that teaches you who you are. And hiding from it guarantees only one thing. You'll never know how far you could have gone.
If you like my story, so comment below and suggest me a better idea for making next video. Thank you. Subscribe my channel for next topics.